Hello guys. Okay, so I decided to make this video because I have a couple of things to ask you and they require specific attention. So I already made a post where I asked you um, basically to tell me yeah here where I say I really need to your help to decide this. So I will repeat this in the video just to be sure that most of the community see it because it's important. Not because I want to take your time, but this is important since it will affect the game. So I will ask you to express. You just go here and read and express a number, or just place your own comment, value, number, or yeah, in the comments. So just let me know what you think. And that's one thing. Um, and the other thing, I just forgot it. I just forgot it. So, okay, yeah. Let's say that I want to like everyone to understand in this community that this is like uh, it's it's like a mod, but it's not like a standalone, as you can understand. I think easily understand. I actually would like to reproduce the Claymore world itself, and or yeah, the Claymore lore somehow, and that's what I'm doing. And so I'm also interested to check your interest because maybe a 30% or maybe even more, I don't know, of Elden Ring players are know something about claymores, but not everyone, and some they just don't know or just don't care. So and not everyone in the claymore community has Elden Ring or plays video games. So that's just personal things. But I'm doing this for everyone that loves this kind of thing, and since there is no video game basically of Claymore. So we're having a lot of cool stuff happening. Like I mean, there are one is good news, and the other one is like I don't know. The good news is that the modder that is helping me right now with the animation is following what I'm asking him a lot. It has a lot of patience, so even it's like young person, but with talent, let's say. So it's not his main job; it's like a hobby, so that's fine. But he's doing pretty good. So I'm pretty even if he doesn't know anything about Claymore, he's following perfectly. So that's very very nice to see, and I'm appreciating his cooperation a lot. So what I'm okay, now I remember the purpose of this video. So since you probably maybe someone doesn't have an idea on not just how making mod or like making video games is, which is a lot of work. Not just as a technical difficulties, but also because it requires sometimes to write, copy, paste, and do a lot of stuff. So since I'm basically carrying the main thing by myself, and I have okay this person helping me with the animations, otherwise I couldn't. Not just because of technical non-knowledge, but also because or experience, but also because it was too much. Like I already had too much in my mind, in my baggage to do, and I'm like the carrier, not the main carrier, but I cannot carry it by myself because it's too much for the good project to succeed. So what I'm asking you guys, if any one of you in this community, basically, so the Reddit community of Claymore, or anyone that is looking seeing this video that has Elden Ring, because this is required for my request. I already asked it, but I will repeat it. I need a person or a couple that can help me to basically copy or retrieve the numbers from the facial aspects. So what does that mean? It means that I'm giving you a file, which is a save, basically a copy of the save. You basically, I explain you how to do it with offline modality. It's not difficult. It's very easy. You just have to load the game in offline with a side program, and there you can just basically see every characters that is in the file that I gave you. So from there, you basically load one character, which is one save game, one save slot. Sorry. You basically load one. You go into the modification, like the aspect modification, and you just what you have to do is just take for every character of that save game, to take all the numbers, all the values of the face and the body, and you have to write it in a txt or somewhere, and then send it back to me when you have all those. I'm asking this because, as you can imagine, it's nothing technically difficult. It's just boring and time consuming and very boring. And I perfectly know, but since I'm actually really focusing on other stuff that requires more focusing and more things, don't think that it's funnier. It's just differently energy consuming or focusing requiring. So what I'm asking the community, if there is someone, one, two, maybe three person that would like to help me with this. It's something easy, but it's something that otherwise I will need to look somewhere else, and I mean, no one in the I think no one in outside the Claymore community is interested in doing this. So this is the first place I'm asking. So if you have any, like, you have the game, you like my project, or you just want to help me, whatever. So it's not complicated. It doesn't require you to actually play the game. I mean, it requires you to have the game, so you play the game. So sorry, but it requires you to just basically load in offline mode the save files that I give you, take the numbers. If you want, that would be perfect also to make eventually the sliders, because there are not too many characters. Like, they are not all characters, but they are already like 50, no, maybe more than 50%. Like, they are a lot. Not all, they're just like the main ones, of course. So, but it's possible, if you want, to create others and send it to me to have them in the game. And of course, there, in the next, not the next, or the last release, I will also have abyssals and so on. So that's the project, that's the idea. So that's something where I would need more cooperation than now. But generally, now it's more like, okay, there are facial aspects. Some of them are also not perfect. So if you want to fix them, because you are good in shaping with this kind of tools that games give you, and yeah, like if you want to fix it and the result is better than mine, there is no problem. You can fix it. uh, Retrieve the numbers in a txt file, and then send everything to me when you finish with all the characters, not one by one. So we just make, this is, I don't know, this is Flora, this is whatever, and so on, and her numbers. Or you can also go into the sliders, which is Elden Bing with the B, Elden Bing, and there you can. But that's something that I would like to do after, when the mod is finished and published. Then I want to publish the sliders as something that everyone can access even without the mod. Not because I'm jealous, it's just because it makes more sense. So otherwise I wasn't publishing those. But it makes more sense because this requires a lot of work. So it has more sense because if you want to like play the mod and you want a specific facial character, which probably will already be in the game, but if you want to play that one, you can go and check the specific slider, and you can just set the values that are in the slider, so you have the same face. So that's something, let's say optional, not really optional, but something not essential, but it would be nice to have. So since you are already basically taking the numbers from the game, you just have to do it for 10 characters if you are more than one person. So it does sound like a lot, but it's not a lot actually. I mean, yeah, it is and it is not. If you're just a person, if you're just doing that in one day, probably half a day or a couple of days, splitting the other time, you do it. So in 5 minutes, 10 minutes maybe, you do one. But it's just that after that you say, ah, because it's boring. It's boring. There's nothing to say. It's boring. So, but I need to do this because otherwise I need to have those values somehow. And in this specific moment, I didn't find any other way to have it, like to have the same result in an easy way. So if you're asking me, oh, isn't there a way to import? I'm asking in the modding community, which are pretty hard coding, or some of them at least, so they know what they're doing, and or they don't see my question, or they just don't have the answer. So let's say no for the moment. There is no easy moment, and every tool we are using, someone created it because there is no modding support from the game developers. So it's like sometimes you have a lot of stuff, like good tools to use, and some other times you don't have. So for the moment, I didn't find any way to make this work in an automated way, like a program that just retrieves those from save files. That would be a nice idea, but I didn't find it. So for the moment, I'm asking if I find someone, that would be nice. So this person can retrieve and send the file to me, and then I can place it in the game. I cannot tell you where because otherwise I'm gonna spoil too much, but those are gonna be in the game, not just as a character for you to play if you want to use the slider to create your character, but also for other stuff that I cannot say, of course. Otherwise, I ruin the surprise and the stuff. So, okay, I think this is it for this video, and please let me know because these things are uh, important to me because I had already ideas in my mind for things, but this question I'm having here is important, and some other things sometimes I'm asking, like helping, they actually are important for the overall succeeding. I have the ideas for uh, the modding in general, and I'm carrying it, but I need some help. I don't, yeah, that's it. So let me know. Bye.